What if I told you the most expensive purchase of your life wasn't a house, but a 4-year subscription to a dying ideology designed to keep you poor, indebted, and obedient? They built a $1.7 trillion cage called higher education, and now the very people running the system are actively smashing the lock. Look at this photo. By the end of this video, you'll realize these unassuming teenagers aren't just students. They are the first wave of an existential threat to the entire establishment grid. For 50 years, the script has been gospel. It's the American dream prepackaged for mass consumption. Go to high school, get good grades, take on crippling debt to attend a prestigious university, sit in lecture halls, listening to professors who haven't worked in the real world since the Reagan administration, and wait for your golden ticket to the middle class. We were told this was the only path to meritocracy. That was the lie. Here's the reality. Total outstanding student loan debt in the US has exceeded $1.77 trillion. Tuition costs have outpaced inflation by over 140% since 1985. And what are we buying with that mortgage-sized debt? A generation characterized by underemployment, delayed adulthood, and ideological conformity. The system stopped rewarding merit decades ago. It started rewarding the ability to endure bureaucracy and parrot accepted narratives. But the facade just cracked wide open, and the hammer blow didn't come from a failing institution. It came from the apex of the data surveillance complex, Palantir. Palantir just did the unthinkable. They looked at the college pipeline and realized it was pumping out sewage instead of talent, so they bypassed it entirely. They told high schoolers, forget the gatekeepers, forget the SATs, forget the debt. Come work on national security and bleeding-edge tech right now at 18. 500 teenagers applied, 22 got in. That's an acceptance rate rivaling Harvard. Yet these kids turned down Ivy League seats. One walked away from a full-ride Department of Defense scholarship. Why? Because Palantir offered them something a university hasn't offered in 30 years, reality. Think about that. These kids traded 4 years of partying and finding themselves for immediate high-stakes pressure. Why would Palantir take that risk? Because the elites at the top finally realized the truth. The college system isn't refining talent anymore. It's diluting it. The degree isn't proof of competence. It's a receipt for compliance signaling. They needed to know you'd jump through arbitrary hoops for 4 years before they let you touch the real machinery. Palantir didn't just hire them, they deprogrammed them. These fellows were thrown into seminars on Western civilization, leadership, and US history, debating whether the West is even worth defending. Then, immediately, they were dropped into live product teams handling defense clients and government agencies. Real stakes. And here's the smoking gun. They saw what it feels like when a company trusts them on day 3 more than a college professor would trust them in year 3. Palantir proved that 4 years of institutional warehousing is not a prerequisite for elite performance. And if that's true for national security tech, what else is it true for? Palantir is just the first domino, but that's just the surface. What I'm about to show you ties this directly to an explicit warning issued by Elon Musk that the mainstream media conveniently downplayed. A warning that suggests the entire concept of a degree is about to be vaporized. You won't believe the connections. First, smash the like button if you suspect the news has been lying to you since you were born. While parents worried about Yale, Elon Musk warned of a supersonic tsunami from AI hitting the labor market. If AI can pass the bar exam and write code better than junior developers, what is the market value of a 4-year degree in information processing? It's rapidly approaching zero. The universities are selling buggy whips as the Model T rolls off the assembly line, with 56% of bachelor's degrees having a negative ROI. So why push the college narrative? Follow the money. A $1.77 trillion debt bubble, guaranteed by taxpayers, benefits lenders, and universities. This system creates bloated administrative staff and luxury campus amenities without improving actual education. It's a wealth transfer mechanism, taking from your future self for present-day bureaucracy. More importantly, debt creates leverage. A 22-year-old with $100,000 in debt won't take risks. They'll take the safe corporate job. The system wants stability, not mastery. This isn't isolated. Open your eyes to the pattern of gatekeeping. They demanded degrees for journalism, and we got obedient activists, not better reporters. They demanded master's degrees for government work, leading to a paralyzing administrative state. And now, 6-figure debt is demanded for entry-level corporate jobs, creating risk-averse drones. The thread tying them together is the centralization of gatekeeping power, controlling who becomes elite at the cost of your independence. The smartest people are already voting with their feet. Look at the UK's latest migration data. For the first time, 53% of the net outflow of British nationals is aged 16-24 and 46% is 25-34. The young and energetic are leaving because the deal is broken. High taxes, high cost of living, and a credentialing system that delivers stagnation. The Palantir Fellows, the UK exodus, Elon's warnings, these are signal flares. The market for pure competence is exploding. The market for institutional credentials is collapsing. We are entering an era of show me, not tell me. A GitHub repository full of brilliant code is worth 10 computer science degrees. A portfolio of real sales is worth 10 MBAs. So here's the reckoning. The college lie is over. The illusion that a degree guarantees security is shattered. We are moving into a bifurcated society where the paths diverge sharply for those who cling to old paradigms and those who embrace new realities. On one side, you will find the credentialed class, drowning in debt, clutching degrees that AI has rendered obsolete, waiting for a system to save them that doesn't care if they exist. On the other side, you will have the mastery class. These are the people who, like the Palantir 22, realize that in the 21st century, permission is not required to innovate and succeed. Remember this photo? I told you they were a threat. They are a threat because they prove the gatekeepers have no clothes, exposing the fragility of traditional systems. They are defecting from the matrix, choosing to forge their own paths rather than conforming to outdated expectations. If elite companies start grooming talent straight out of high school, how long until the traditional college path stops being the default? How long until it becomes merely the backup plan for those who couldn't make it in the real world, unable to adapt to the demands of a rapidly evolving landscape? That moment isn't coming. It's here, right now, reshaping our understanding of education and career progression. The ground has shifted beneath our feet. You can keep pretending the old map works, or you can wake up and start building real, tangible skills. The system wants you compliant, to follow the prescribed path without question, but the future demands you be competent, adaptable, and self-reliant. Which side are you on? Drop a comment below on when you realized the education system was a scam, and subscribe to join the resistance against the narrative. Class dismissed.